tell you about the day that my dad died. It was about 6th or 7th or something like that of April. Last week, last Wednesday. But actually the day before, on Tuesday, my dad was staying at a care home with nurses there to look after him, you see. Right, Mum, don't feel guilty, Mum. Seriously, don't feel guilty, Mum. Because Dad arranged that care home. Because there were nurses in the care home who could look after Dad if he had an accident or anything. Right? He was staying in the care home when Mum went on holiday. So that there was people there to look after him. That was Dad's decision to go into that care home, just for the couple of weeks, so that there were nurses in the care home who could look after Dad. Because my dad's very frail. He's been very frail for 7 months, you know. But I must admit, so that's why my dad went to the care home, only so that my mum could have a holiday. But the point was that he was going to be in a care home where there was these nurses around who could actually look after my dad, sort of thing. Obviously they couldn't. Yeah. So anyway, so my mum felt quite, because my dad was being, she had nurses around him. My mum thought, all right, I'll go on holiday, because it was Dad's decision to go to that care home, Mum. Only for 2 weeks, but it was so that, because my dad was quite frail, he thought, you know, he needs someone to look after him, so he went to the care home. It was my dad's choice, Mum. It was Dad's choice. I actually did spend Tuesday with my dad. My dad died on a Wednesday, last Wednesday. Not last Wednesday, Wednesday before last. 7, 8, about 6th or 7th of April. But Mum, to be honest, it was Dad's choice to go into that care home, wasn't it? Okay? Because there were nurses there who could take care of him while you had a holiday. But the point is, I spent about 1.5 hours with my dad, talking to my dad, just before he died, just before my dad died. I didn't know he was going to die. I didn't, he was okay. My dad was sort of like, I had to breathe in to talk properly, because he was having my dad's had a lot of problems with his breathing over the last 6 months or so, the last few months or so. Dad's having very difficulty breathing. I spent about 1.5 hours with my dad, and we were talking about Mum's holiday, that it was nice for her to get away, but the problem was that the hotel was about 9 or 12 hours, about 9 hours drive or something, a long drive away from the airport. I was chatting to my dad, and I was telling my dad that I went to the theatre, and Simon Garfunkel's concerts, how I've been going to the theatre. I did most of the talking. I was talking about the theatre, what I've been going to see at the theatre to my dad. I was talking about Alice in Wonderland. I said, you know, I got to Alice in Wonderland, but I missed the first half of Alice in Wonderland because it started at 6 o'clock instead of 7:45. You know, Stephen's Theatre, which usually does. So I missed the first half of it. But I caught the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and I caught the Queen's Croquet Match, which was hilarious. Brilliant show there as well. And pity they haven't filmed it. I'm sorry they haven't filmed it. I wish they had filmed it. Because the Queen of Hearts had the most beautiful costume. I saw them live. Anyway, so that inspired me. So I started writing a book, and I was telling my dad about the book. I started writing. So I'm writing a book. Alice down the plug hole. Me and Dad had a long chat. I was talking about my teeth as well, because I was telling Dad that, you know, the dentist destroyed my teeth and stuff. And dental implants cost 999 quid, and a waste of fucking, you know, and I don't want to spend 26,000 quid to get my teeth fixed on me. But I was talking to my dad for about an hour and a half, and he was talking to me and talking about his teeth, and we were reading newspapers, and we read the newspapers, and we had a very good afternoon. Except for my dad was finding it a little bit, I had to keep reading, you know, it wasn't that bad though, you know, but it was pretty worse than I thought. But no, it seemed okay. Dad seemed okay. It wasn't like dying on a deathbed. That could have been worse, you know, if my dad was lying there in his deathbed going, I'm dying on my deathbed. Here, son, I want to tell you something. You know what I mean? It could have been a lot worse. Dad could have been sort of like laying out in bed, sort of like going, here I am on my deathbed, I'm dying. Or he could have died on the operating table. My dad was due another operation in a month or so for his heart, and I thought, fuck it, one more operation would have killed my fucking dad, I think. I think if my dad had had a stent operation, so it would have probably killed him. Funny thing is, I was talking to Donald about a week before Dad died, actually. I was talking to Donald, my little brother, about a week before Dad. And we were saying I was saying like, because Dad's had breathing difficulties, and Mum's very worried. I was saying to him, Don said, yeah, but Mum was hoping that they sort of like having an operation and replacing the stent sort of thing might make Dad breathe a bit easier. And it was like, Donald was saying, yeah, but that's sort of like a magic bullet pill. Donald actually said to me about a week before Dad died, Donald said to me, yeah, you know, Mum's hoping that the stent will make Dad's breathing easier. But it's a bit like the magic bullet, you know, sort of. It's not, he's really not very well at all, Donald said. And Donald basically sort of like, you know, that swearing out is knackered. That's what Don said to me about a week before Dad died. Funny thing is, Donald Stuart Bailey is my dad, but Donald Stuart Bailey is also my little brother. One thing they've got in common is common sense. In fact, they've got a hell of a lot of things in common. They even look alike, actually. But my little brother Donald, he's blonde, my dad's black hair. My little brother Donald, about a week before Dad died, Donald's feeling, you know, well, this operation about a stent, Mum's hoping it's going to be a magic bullet that will make Dad's breathing a bit easier. But I don't think it's going to work. And I sort of, I agree with Tom. Because the point was that Dad's body was knackered. Dad's bladder was fucked because he was on kidney dialysis. And he couldn't pee. My dad couldn't even have a piss. Seriously, God. My dad couldn't even piss for the last 4 years because he was on kidney fucking dialysis. Because in one operation, surgeons clamped his kidneys too tight and they blocked the blood flow to the kidneys. But I mean, but like I say, it was on 1.5 litres of water as well a day, sort of thing, because of kidney dialysis. And that must have fucking dehydrated Dad's body. You think about it, 1.5 litres. I drink that every morning. When I'm at work, I drink 3 pints of milk. I'm a postman, Bill. But when I'm at work, I actually drink 3 pints of milk in the morning. That's as much as my dad can drink in a day. Yeah, I've said this before. His body was dehydrating. He couldn't even piss. His bowels were fucked, to be honest. Dad's bowels were fucked as well. His whole body, the blood flow was shit. He had blue hands. My dad had, you tell me that it's impossible to turn blue. I say, no, it is not impossible to turn blue. It is not impossible to turn blue. I went home, I was at home reading the newspaper with my dad one day. And because my dad's blood flow